Greetings. I came across this recently and I thought it was wonderful because logotherapy, like life, I suppose, has a number of what we mathematicians call axioms, the things that are the framework, the foundation for life. And the foundation for life in logotherapy is that profound belief that meaning actually exists, that meaning is there to be found. And if only we could believe that, life would be so different. I came across a wonderful interview from a couple of years back with Alex McKinnon, who had to recover from a spinal injury that was totally debilitating. It's worth looking.
There's a part of the book that when I read it, I just I had to put it down. You know, I had to put it down several times. I'm going to ask you to read it, if you wouldn't mind, and then I'll ask you about that person in that night. Can I get you to read from alone just down to the part?
Yeah, can you just put it here on my lap? That's okay. Perfect.
Just from there down to there.
It's the first time I've read this.
Yeah.
Alone in my ward, the pent-up anger and frustration had taken over my emotions, and I wasn't willing to fight any longer. I began to yell and sob as tears streamed down my face. My parents were outside and down the hall, rushed to my bedside, finding their hysteric 22-year-old son in a state of despair. "I'm fucking over this. I don't want to be here," I screamed. "This is making me sick to my stomach. Why can't I just die? Why can't you just kill me? Why are you going to put me through this? How can you let me live like this? Is it just for yourself? I'm happy to die. I want this over. Why? It really affects your mental mindset and cannot allow you to live a life. And something which I say to myself all the time, you need to respect the injury, otherwise it can control you. Yeah.
You said before you'd never seen a man reinvent himself, and you have reinvented yourself. If you look at the reinvention of Alex McKinnon today, husband, father, you're still involved with the Newcastle Knights, you're still working in rugby league. It's an incredible reinvention, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. That's what I'm more proud about. It sounds really strange that it's not an objective or it's not something that you can see, but I definitely feel that I am who I'm meant to be. I feel the emotion. I feel that I'm not trapped. I cry about my daughter getting older. You know what I mean? I cry about being so grateful. I feel like I'm really in tune with my emotions, and I like that because that's who I feel like I'm meant to be. And I believe that before, when I was playing football, I was only young. I was only 22 years old, so I had a lot to learn, but I felt like I was really trapped, anxious, didn't want to fail. But now I don't approach life in that way. I'm not scared to make mistakes. I want to learn. I approach things with a lot of respect, and I'm really in tune with who I am. And I encourage people to do that. You know, I mean, I'm a very passionate person, and I really only want good for people, and just very clear with those values, and that's me.
Could I do that? I don't know. I've never been there. The theorists, Viktor Frankl and logotherapy, would say that we must have that faith in the future. We must be prepared to say, this is where I am, and there will be a future as long as I'm prepared to accept where I am and move forward. The wonderful thing is Frankl always believed that the ordinary person knew exactly how to move forward, and so they didn't need therapy. I hope I don't, As I say, I've never been there, so I don't know how I would respond. But we must keep in mind that life is only once, and that no matter what happens, life itself is important, and death makes it absolutely vital and important. Thank you for listening.